My name is Dr. Michael Walker-Jones. I am the Executive Director of the Louisiana Association of Educators. And first, let me go on record saying that teachers are not opposed to business and school partnerships, especially in the public schools. As a matter of fact, there are many of them that exist already. I think, as a matter of fact, we heard one from Jefferson Parish itself. There's the Thibodeau schools that are in Lafayette. There are a number that are up in Shreveport. They exist in other parts of the country and that have been successful for decades. The High School for Health Profession, which is a partnership between the university medical school, started by Michael DeBacchi, and has graduated and sent on to the medical profession and the allied health professions more doctors and dentists and allied health professionals than any other school in the country. They all exist without this particular piece of legislation. I'm not going to repeat what my esteemed colleagues have said, but I will also say this. Please take note of the stakeholders who are not part of this particular bill, and take note of the stakeholders who are sitting here telling you that this bill is not necessarily even needed. It has already been explained that there is the opportunity for businesses to currently adopt a school. We have 5 different mechanisms for establishing a charter. Why this one? I think on its face it's very clear. It is an opportunity for a corporation to simply own their own school, and it's been expressed that way. For them to be in control so that they can then help their upper management and their management employees to avoid doing something what apparently 65% of the folks in Jefferson Parish believe that they have to do, and that is send their children to private school. I can't get into the heads of why the corporations believe that our public schools are not worth fighting for and being involved in. I can't get into that, but I don't see this as an economic engine that's going to do any more than give them the opportunity to be in control of their own school in the face of public support, the taxpayer dollars. We believe that the current existing charter school law gives every opportunity for every aspect of this bill to be accomplished, including a business coming to a school district and the local school board to develop a memorandum of understanding which would then give them the ability to partner with that particular school district. We also believe, too, that it is important for us to understand what is meant by non-preferred enrollment as opposed to preferred enrollment. Are these the new catchphrases for us in the public sector to try to listen to what it is that we want to try to discriminate against at this going forward? I don't think so. I don't think that that's really the intent here. But obviously, as corporations look at their own self-interest, they are not interested in what it is that we, the public, have to provide for all citizens. They are looking at what is in their own self-interest. Like my esteemed colleague from the Federation, we can count the votes, and we understand what it is that's really driving this. But we say, why do this on the public dollar? Why not let us do something truly that helps to develop economic partnership between businesses and public schools that gets them off of that particular perspective, that our public schools are not worth their effort? That's what we're saying. We have to buy them off. And then finally, one other last aspect that I'd like for us to consider here before you take your vote. You're asking a corporation to come in and at the largest of the public give a piece of land or maybe a building. There's no dollar amount there. And then who's going to provide the infrastructure for the students to get there? We are, the taxpayers. And then who's going to provide all of the facilities that are needed in order to sustain that school? We are, the taxpayers. Because there's no guarantee in this bill that the corporations have to provide any kind of monetary support. It's important for us to realize that for us to divert the dollars away from our important core mission in order to satisfy what we believe is an opportunity for us to try to encourage businesses to support our public schools, please let us weigh, is it worth that effort? Is it worth it for us to take the corporations and try to induce them by giving away one of our sacred trusts and the promises of our youth, in order for them to avert not having their upper management and middle management, which has been explained that this is where we're trying to target, their upper management and their middle management try to divert their income back into their pockets so that they don't have to send their children to private school. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman, for your time and the opportunity to speak.
Thank you, Dr. Brown.